Think of an image of a god, any god, curling moustaches, dark, stocky bodies, armed to the teeth. Does that fit your idea of a god? Probably not. We're on the outskirts of Madurai in a place called Keezha Kuil Kudi. Wait, let me say that again. It's Keezha Kuil Kudi. Today, we will talk about some of the most ancient gods of South India.
Take a drive through rural Tamil Nadu. At the entrance to many villages, you will spot these colourful mud horses with fierce men riding atop them. These are village gods. Locally, they are known as Kaval Devam or guardian spirits. They are worshipped as protectors of the village. Unlike the Vedic gods, Shiva, Vishnu, who are worshipped across India, village gods are unique to just a small place. While the Vedic gods carry the burden of protecting the whole world and have volumes of sacred literature dedicated to them, village gods are remembered only in folklore and village songs.
So what do we know about the origins of these village gods? Take a look at this shrine. A long time ago, when a man died in battle, villagers would often put up a memorial stone in honor of their hero. Historians believe that over time, some of these memorial stones turned into shrines and the heroes themselves turned into deities. Villagers place a lot of faith on these deities and trust them to take care of their everyday concerns, watching over crops, bringing rain, keeping an eye on their children.
Now, each of these gods has a colourful personality. This is Karuppusamy, literally meaning the black god. He always looks grim and wears a permanent scowl. How else will he scare away the bad types? And this is the god he answers to, Aiyanar. When the village is fast asleep, these gods go around keeping a sharp eye out for thieves and evil spirits. And just to help them move around easily, villagers gift these gods with colourfully painted clay horses, elephants, and tigers. Once every year, the entire village comes together to make these clay horses. They are placed with much fanfare at the entrance to the village. Their job now is to stand there and help Aiyanar protect the village. Many of these gods look angry and fearsome. There is no attempt to polish up that scary image. These gods have a distinct role to play and a personality to match.
So who is the most powerful of these gods? The biggest village god is actually a goddess, Mariamman. Mariamman is an ancient goddess in Tamil Nadu, and she has this all-important task of protecting the village against smallpox, a deadly disease back then. Mariamman is also the goddess of rain. In fact, the old Tamil word for rain is Mari. In the Tamil month of Aadi, which falls in July, farmers pray to her for heavy rains. If you visit the villages during these times, you will see devotees walking in procession, some with their tongues pierced, and others with a trident or a spear driven clean through their cheeks. Yet others casually walk on a bed of hot coals without pausing a beat. These are extreme acts of penitence, but they are a common sight during these festivities. Mariamman is worshipped as Goddess Earth, fertile and rich with the promise of a good harvest. A common practice in South India is to gift glass bangles to a pregnant woman as a blessing for a safe delivery. In the month of Aadi, villagers gather to celebrate the pregnancy of Mariamman and lovingly gift her glass bangles, fervently hoping for a bountiful harvest.
So are these gods also considered Hindu gods? Well, there are many stories that tie them to the Vedic gods. This panel here depicts the birth of Aiyanar. They say he was born to Shiva and Vishnu, when Vishnu took the form of a beautiful woman named Mohini. Shiva fell in love with Mohini and their son was Aiyanar. So goes the story.
And yet, village temples are different. The prayers are usually not in Sanskrit but in the local language. Sacrifice is the norm. An offering of a goat or a chicken is fairly common, and sometimes, as a special treat, a bottle of local liquor or a country cigar. But then, these gods are from a time when religion was much simpler, and gods came from the people rather than from a high heaven.